Ed Orgeron was on Fox News this morning. Did you see this? Ed Orgeron was on Fox News, and he was being asked about the coronavirus pandemic and the effect that it's having on college football. First, he said that he was asked about if there's going to be fans in the stands for this coming football season.
I hope that Valley is screaming. As you know, Sandra, that's the best place in the world to play on Saturday night. But again, the safety of our players, the safety of our fans, and again, we'll follow all the rules. But I think eventually the fans are going to be in the stadium. Eventually we'll get back to normal, and I can't wait.
Ed Orgeron on Fox News also made this plea about the importance of college football to local economies.
And as you know, Baton Rouge on a Saturday is hopping. They're tailgating. The restaurants are full. The hotels are full. The economy is booming. So it would be a big blow to not only our universities, but the economy. I do believe we need football.
Ed Orgeron didn't say anything there that any of us didn't already know or think or expect him to say or probably agree with. But the thing that really just stood out to me is how remarkable this is. Because I'm not sure there is a single greater transformation in college sports than Ed Orgeron. Follow me here, okay? Like when you really think about what's going on and what has happened. This is a man that 15 years ago was lampooned, if not openly mocked. They did the Colonel Rebus crying stuff when he was at Ole Miss, the Hummer commercials and all that stuff, the Wild Boys days. When he got the LSU job, his first game as the permanent head coach at LSU, the broadcasters in the booth on air were mocking Ed Orgeron's voice. On the broadcast, Brock Heward. Not only was he mocked, USC passed on him in 2013 because he wasn't, Southern California material. They didn't think they could sell him, at the country clubs. And more so, his record on the field was terrible. He was 10-25 at Ole Miss, 3-21. I mean, this was a guy that was at every level considered not head coach material and it failed on field and in PR and all this sort of stuff. Now, everything Ed Orgeron touches turns to gold. He has a beloved everyman characteristic about him. Do you realize Ed Orgeron running down the street in Destin shirtless goes viral? Ask yourself this question. How many head football coaches in college would run down a street shirtless? Not many, if any. Again, it's an everyman characteristic that Ed Orgeron has. And it leads to people like fully embracing Ed Orgeron and loving him because of that. The video of him running down the street goes viral. Ed Orgeron does a PSA for coronavirus, and it goes viral.
A key to success is learning the playbook. That's true in football, and it's also true as we take on the coronavirus.
The president of the United States of America was doing an interview and unsolicited brought up Ed Orgeron.
I've become friendly with him. He's just a great coach. He's a great guy.
And now he's on Fox News. By the way, he also just coached the greatest team in the history of college football. When you actually take a second to step back, and think about what has transpired with this man, the curve that he has been on in the last 15 years, remarkable isn't a strong enough word. Most of the time, we see falls from grace, right? Most of the time, it's Joe Paterno, beloved figure, rocked by the Sandusky scandal. It's Hugh Freeze, who had this super fast rise to stardom, gets Ole Miss, wins a Sugar Bowl, and then the fall from grace. It's Art Briles, who had taken little old Baylor to national power and then despicable what happened there. Like, that's typically what you see, are the falls from grace, and then maybe guys might at some point reform or rehab their image and get a second opportunity, and America loves a comeback story. With Ed Orgeron, there was no ascension. It was failure written off and then transformation, which has been unlike any I think we've seen in college football. I really spent time today thinking, what rivals this? And I don't know that there is one quite like this. I mean, seldom do you see comebacks like this in coaching. And again, I don't even know that you could call it a comeback. Call it a reclamation project. Call it whatever you want. But the one thing's for certain is that college football very likely doesn't have a more likable, beloved face of a dominant program than Ed Orgeron right now. Everything that man touches, it turns to gold. And it is a hell of a lot of fun to watch right now. What's Ed going to be doing tomorrow? I mean, we get that guy's schedule. Is he going to be at the UN? What's he going to be? I mean, is he going to be discussing peace treaties with North Korea? Absolutely stunning, man.